after that, it was like, so I had everything all ready to go. Everything was all ready to go. The media player, I had it loaded up and it was playing, and then after 30 seconds, it just kept going back and forth and not being able to work. I tried closing media player down, opening it back up. I tried closing Quit Studio down multiple times. I tried doing all the other stuff. Tried going into figuring out. Then I tried media player. That wasn't fitting into the thing, and then that was also having the same problems. Closed the light down, went and did all that, the things with that as well. And it's like, okay, well, what other options do we have? And it's like, this one here is apparently I'm using photos, it's called. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we'll just see it. But this is so RGG earlier today did a summit for fall of 2023. I think there's one scheduled for summer of 2023. And along with that, they also did a Like a Dragon Direct. So the RGG Summit thing is similar to what they were already doing prior to them doing the thing. It was them doing the thing prior to stuff. Like with all the cast members, with all the other people in the thing doing all their stuff, with all the so the cast members, the cast members, the gameplay stuff, and the thing. I think the RGG Direct itself is like a more direct version of the game, so it's like they're showing off more of the gameplay and all that stuff in that as well. But this one here is more about the actors and the story and things like this as well. But I haven't watched it yet, so I just know some things that have happened, but and we saw a little bit of it before, I think. So basically what happened is I had everything all ready to go, closed down, had everything ready, and then I started playing it on media player, and every 30 seconds or so, media player would just stop playing the video. I don't know why it would stop playing the video, because it was doing that fine for all the other ones, it was fine. And when that didn't work, I thought, okay, well, media player is not going to work because it has to be resized, it has to go on a thing that wasn't working. I tried closing everything down, that didn't work. I tried things, so we'll just try this time. Hopefully this works. So we'll begin the summit with this. Let's start from where we were. Okay. But I checked this before, because the thing is that before I started streaming, I did check it multiple times to make sure that it was working. I knew it would stop and pausing at some points, but then I didn't realize it was stopping every 30 seconds. So that problem should be fixed now, I hope. But considering it's already like that, it's fine. So what can I do? I mean, I lost like half an hour of doing stuff just to try to fix that, and I don't know what to really say. So everything was all ready to go. I started the stream. Everything was all ready to go when I started the stream. Started watching it and talking about it, and then it just kept buffering every time. I kept closing it down. Didn't want to work. I thought it had to be, might have been because of Twitch. Thought it might have been because of Twitch. And then I closed all that down, and then it's like it wasn't Twitch, it wasn't the media player. So it's like, okay, well there might be other ways to play it. Which I'm using photos now. So they're going to show you the opening cinematic, which for Gaiden.
You're not the man till you beat the master. You got the plan, then we get the action. I got the answers to what you asked.
So as I was saying, this is RGG Summit Fall 2023, which is going to have gameplay stuff, and then they usually have the actual voice actors and the story, people talking about their characters in the story. So we got that, and then the Like a Dragon Direct is on the way off.
My old truth burning through the pages of my soul, leaving no proof, only ashes whisper for the memory of my past, but it's no use. And if I got a second chance, I had no clue. I'm in the shadows, hiding where I'm supposed to. And you probably wouldn't believe it if I told you. The only way you're gonna see it if I showed you. Walking alone, lost in land, running from home. One chance, right the wrong, no one understands you.
Just hope that I haven't lost any viewership and stuff for this, because it's kind of stupid that this is happening. Okay, this is also all in Japanese, so I don't know what. I'm guessing they've done that so that we don't Well, then again, people in Japan would know, but then they're probably not going to tell anyone. But interesting that they're using a different style of music for this. So after all that, it's like I hope that it doesn't like cost me time for doing other stuff, because I started at like 9:30 and then we spent like 10 minutes on the stream just trying to figure it out, and then closing down the Twitch studio, reopening everything up again, opening up Media Play multiple times, opening up the other things multiple times, seeing if those would work. Still didn't work. Now I've got this, which works. It does the exact same thing, but I didn't even realize that this was something that you could do.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy JID, and I partnered with Sega and Yojiro for a sick new track feature on the upcoming game, Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name. Give it a listen and check
I'm not familiar with
そうですね、一番最初お話をいただいた時
that guy, but
少し大人な雰囲気の
it's a different style of song from what we usually. It's like rock music and stuff like that.
渋みがあって、なんか人生の酸いも甘いも少し経験したような後の楽曲をイメージ
Type this hasn't cost me time because I started at about 9:40, finished at 9:40, and then it's been like all that time. I don't know.
なかなか表現してこなかった。
After I thought closing it down and reopening everything would work because I checked it multiple times because it's the exact same stuff I did for all the other streams.
僕の中で
And then after we did all that stuff with all the other streams, it is what it was. And
ジャズ的な要素僕
after that,
実は部分を占めるジャズの
something much else that you could really do. It was
楽
just
曲の中心にそうやって曲を作ってみたいなと思って作りました。JID は実はですね、もう確か5、6年前そのあたりだと思うんですけど、
this upload should be all that
で発見して、まだ
much to edit anyway, but
そんなに有名になるずっと
just means I would have less time to work on
していて、
some
彼
other
の
stuff.
アップとフローとそのセンスが本当に好きで、今回お話をいただいた時に
I'm gonna have to test this. I'm just unsure as to why
真っ先に僕は JID とやってみたいということを言って
why it would just stop working on Media
かなり
Player.
分からなかったんですけども、つないでいただいて今回、晴れて楽曲を制作することができました。とても刺激的でした。彼はアメリカで録音して僕は日本で録音するという、遠隔での本当に作業
Pretty much what's gonna happen is we'll do this. Hopefully, I'll be able to get this uploaded and ready to go for tomorrow. Then we can do Hogwarts the next day, and then once that gets uploaded, I have to get a bunch of stuff downloaded for Tokyo Game Show. Depending on what time that ends up being, if that is the case, and then we'll probably do a giant long video for everything at the Tokyo Game Show.
すごく発見や学びもあって、
It won't be live
す
though,
ご
so
く楽
that's
しい作業でした。僕自身、
But,
本当に引き出されて、たく
yeah,
さ
I'm
ん
looking forward to this direct though. I'm looking forward to what this Like a Dragon direct is because that sounds like it's just going to purely be based on that. And then the summit could have other things that we have announced as well.
ぜひ皆さんに
Just wish I knew what the problem was so I didn't waste like half an hour trying to figure it out.
11月9日に
But at least I have a solution for this at this point. I probably could have just instead.
皆さんぜひどちらも楽しんでい
I deleted the video out because I'm like I want that anyway.
以上、野田洋次郎でした。では、
Alright.
RGG サミットいよいよスタートです。
Alright, so now the official. Here's the Avengers style Yakuza opening. Hopefully the English dub over
Thank you
is
very much for comment and
okay.
watching
It's actually
RGG Summit 2023
fine.
This is Masayoshi Yokoyama of Sega Corporation and the head of RGG Studio.
And this is
at least
Sega, and they
I was
will be
thinking,
your
like, instead of me
moderator or MC for
trying
today.
to get it to
But
work
first, we
multiple
have a
times, I could have
message
just.
from the Sega West YouTube.
And
the
I still
Sega
would have
Twitch
restarted the
stream.
video
The
anyway,
RGG
because it's
Summit
like
will
it's
conclude at
all the technical
11:55
issues that we had to go and
or
fix.
11:50.
So like, and it's like it was right at the start anyway. We hadn't really watched
Like
anything,
a Dragon
so.
Direct, their first dedicated Western broadcast. So please
Okay.
stay tuned for that.
So it's. So Like a Dragon Direct is more so for the Western
they
audience.
asked Mr. Noda and JID to write the theme song for this game after they informed them the world view and the character.
Yeah, I had everything set up ready to go.
In detail.
Usually that's what works, and
He wasn't really sure whether they could
didn't work
actually
out this
do
time.
this.
And we tried watching it a
saying
few
that
times.
they
I tried
actually
changing
had
some of the
in
settings a
person.
few times. It didn't really work. Closed it all
He
down.
met
After-
JIT.
deleted
who
out the
was in
video.
Japan, so they worked remotely.
Tried out a few other things just off stream just to make sure that it was working, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, it doesn't work anymore. It didn't work anymore, and
So
then
JID, he was recording in his country, and Mr. Noda was also working in Japan. So how they worked together was amazing.
like during the stream you saw me, I was trying to close it down. I was trying to check a few things. It didn't really
to
work out.
express Kazuma Kiryu's
And it's
own
like at that point,
feelings
once I
and
figured out
game.
that the photo mode thing would have worked, it's like, okay, well, it's better for me to just
So, like
restart
the
the
Dragon
stream
Gaiden,
anyway,
the
so I
man who
deleted it
erased his
out.
name will be released on November 9th of this year. So
Unfortunately, I think this
it
is
will
digital.
be an action adventure game that connects Yakuza
But
6.
this is the
and
problem. Like,
Dragon
I
Quest
need to play this
and
game
it tells the
before.
story of Kazuma Kiryu. Pre-orders are now available, so please check out the official website for more information.
Like, I need to play this game prior to the Infinite Wealth because
And of course, that's not the only announcement they have for today.
need to play this before
Yes.
Infinite Wealth. But I think it's digital only. That's the
Saying that,
issue.
um,
I'm hoping that they
They
eventually
have
announce
announced a
a
lot of things in before,
physical release.
but today, they are really they're informing the release date too. For the last time, RGG Summit Summer, they have announced that they're going to be having 2 main characters in the game. And the trailer was shown in last June.
It's just a little bit unfortunate that
But
I
today,
wasted some
we're going
time.
to inform more in details. And first of
I
all,
thought everything
I'd like
was
to
ready
announce
and
you the
prepared.
release date. It will be
Wait,
released
okay, so January 26th next. That's I was not expecting
January
this soon.
26th.
They're ready. The game's
2024.
ready to come out
Dragon
already at this
Infinite
point.
Wealth has been
I know that
set
they
for
said the
January
game was like 5 years
26th,
after.
2024.
They said the game was like 5 years after the original. I wasn't expecting a
So
5-year.
it is a little bit earlier than anticipated.
I was not expecting it to be that early. So they must have. They were working on
It
Gaiden
was actually
and this
thinking,
game, and they're coming in within 2
what
months.
day to announce, but he didn't want to say it too early.
I guess it makes sense because they did say it's
So-
5 years after the original, and usually the games come out the
And
same
he's
year.
very
But
happy
I wasn't
that he can
expecting
announce
like
the release date finally today.
that's very very soon. Very very soon.
So it looks like it's about 3.5 months away.
Now it's not unrealistic because I remember they announced Lost Judgment, and then in 4 months they had Lost Judgment out
And
in
I think a lot
English
of people are
and
waiting for the new
Japanese
information,
simultaneous
new trailer,
dates and
so we'd
full
like to
voice
show you
acting.
the new trailer.
So it is not impossible. They can definitely do it. They're very very much capable of doing this.
お初にお目にかか
All
り
right,
ます
what are we looking for?
手前小国と発しまするはジャパンの東京カムロ町町のソープで産湯を使い姓は春日名は一番人呼んで浜の英雄と発します奇妙な絵にし持ちまして生き別れの母のためはるばる海越え国越えてやってきましたほの
Wait a second. That's Q. What is Kiryu doing?
資料機の上
What is Kiryu doing with a? What is Kiryu doing with a mic stand? A microphone? What Oh.
私
Are they filming something?
ソープで産湯を浸かり偉人町で暮らしておりましたが、
サラリーマンが板についてきたね。
まあコツコツやってるよ。俺と結婚してください。
Okay, so oh, that's oh, was he dreaming? Is that what it was?
え、契約
Oh no.
終了？
これが浜の英雄の裏、いや真の顔なのです。
全部デタラメじゃねえか。
最近な、清流会がきな臭い動きを
Sairyu clan? Sairyu clan is back.
高部会長の留守を預かっております若頭の海老名と申します。春日さん、会っていただきたい人がいます。
まさか久しぶりだな。
Oh, it's Sarashiro was back. Sarashiro was out of prison. Sarashiro is out of prison. Okay.
ハワイに行ってもらう。そこに
Sending us to Hawaii. Who are you meeting?
お前の
Oh,
母親だよ。
okay.
荒川の親父がただ一人愛した女性、茜さんだ。
So she's still alive. Okay, so we're finally seeing. We're gonna see his.
いたたた。すみません。大丈夫ですか。
ちょっといいかい。こういう時は遠慮しねえで、ズボンのベルトを持つといいんだ。相撲の回しみたいに掴んで。
慣れていらっしゃるんですね。
お互い楽しめるといいな。じゃ、
Something different.
ボンボヤージ
ボンボヤ。
ュ。ボンボヤージュ。良い旅をって意味です。
おう。
Again, this game's come in 3 months, by the way. They're
日本で調べた時はもっと郊外だと思ってたんだけど。
へえ、そっか。そのくらいは調べてきてたのか。降りな。
Oh, is this how it explains how we get taken to? This how it does this explain what happens?
目が覚めたらビーチに寝てた。
どうかしたのか？
それも全裸で。
は？は？どうなってんだこりゃ！嘘みてえな話だってのは自分でも分かってるよ。おら！
Alright, fighting the police. Yeah, that's gonna work.
たく浜の英雄が何やってんだ。
Wait a second. Wait.
荒川真澄が泣いてるぞ。
Okay, Kiryu is the one who's being sent after us.
春日。
Okay.
俺は一派の命を受けてある仕事についてるんだ。
大道寺一派が茜さんを追ってるってこと
Daidoji
ですか？
are after.
富澤！そら！
何やってんだよ。俺はお前の家族でも親友でもねえんだぞ。
俺はとっくにダチだと思ってたぜ。
お久しぶり、春日さん。藤宮千歳と申します。お待たせしました。
That's a new character, Shitose.
お前をはめたメイドだったな。
茜さんにメイドがいるなんて聞いてなかったからよ。
The maid has done something.
よろしくな、ちいちゃん。
はい、バラクーダに追われてるの。
ハワイのマフィアだ。
Oh, the
茜さんが
the mafia's name of the Barracudas. Okay.
私がバラクーダを仕切っている
Okay.
ドワイトだ。
あれもバラクーダか。中華マフィアですよ。
ようこそ涅槃騎士へ。
見えてるか。
マジで007みたい
This
な。
is
カメ
a
ラの
lot. They are showing a lot.
見えてますか。
我々は茜さんを探している。どういうことだ？ハワイの裏社会がこぞって茜さんを探してる。
サビサビ。
ハワイにもヤクザがいんのか？
I'm trying to figure out who sort of these characters are. They look like they're all
書
different.
いてないだろうな。
封筒の画像データが PC に。まだコピー取ってないんです。
エイちゃんに手は出させねえ。助けがいるんだ。大急ぎでな。
That looked like they were trying to inspire like.
パーティー
All right, there's a Adachi and
久々に冒険と
Itchy.
行こうぜ。勇者さんよ。朝は山の子分だったのに、今はお前らと一つ屋根の下。
人生何が起こるかわからねえな。
There's a
人の
lot
一生
to
はどこ
cover
まで行
here.
っても一筆書きだ。だから一瞬一瞬を一生懸命生きられる。頭じゃ分かってたつもりだったが、身に染みたのは俺もつい最近だ。
桐生さん、
なんかあったんですか？
ああ、お前らには言っておいた方がいいだろうな。俺はな、ガン
Oh. Oh no.
医者にはなんでこんな状態で外を片付けてるのかって。
Oh, okay. That's. Oh no. There's Haruka. Yeah. That's. Okay.
家族です。
Okay, that's.
堂島の竜も病気には勝て
Oh, there's Majima. Majima's in the game. Yes. More Majima.
老けたのう、桐生ちゃん。
桐生さん。
お互い
Saejima and I think that's Daigo as well.
あったみたいやな。
ここで桐生さんにできることはありませんよ。とにかくあんたは少し休まねえと。
静かに余生を過ごすのもいいだろう。だが俺は残された時間を少しでもやるべきことに使いたい。それが古いヤクザを生きちまった俺なりのけじめのつけ方だと思っている。
桐生さん、大変だ。ネットにタタラチャンネルが。
本日のお題は
Oh my god, the villain is the villain is a VTuber.
実は生きた
One of the villains is a VTuber.
今回はゲストをお呼びして解説していただきます。
つまり桐生一馬の死は
Oh no, they're exposing the.
大丈夫ですかね、桐生さん。
That's our
あ
Shiro.
んたが生きてることをこんな大っぴらになっちゃって。
もうついていたか。さすが。
Oh good, Zhao is back. Jungi Han and bartender. Yep. Okay, everyone is coming back. Everyone's coming back.
それがダチってもんだろ。
海老名と沢城には一言礼を言いに行かねえとな。
ようこそいらっしゃいました。
お前の目的はヤクザへの復讐なのか？
第二次大解散、真の意味での極道の解体です。我々には縁あってハワイにビジネスパートナーがいるんです。それがハワイの宗教
Wait, is
団
that
体。
the? I was trying to say is that the orphan.
ようこそ春日さん。
桐生一馬の首、ヤクザにとってこれ以上の勲章はね。
This is so much
準備は
content.
できてるな、
I'm loving
や
all
るしか
this.
ね
ええ、やってやりましょうや。
Oh, Kiryu doing karaoke. Oh. Is it surfing? Is it parachuting as well? Alright, there's Kiryu back in his original suit. So we are gonna fight Sawashiro. Okay, that trailer was really good. That trailer was that's what you call it. Like this game's coming out in 3 months, 4 months or whatever. This is what this is what you call a story trailer. Like there's still so much I'm just curious about.
およそ10分にも及ぶ映像でした。ありがとうございます。VTR にもボリュームがたっぷりでしたけれども、こちらが龍が如く8のストーリーということになりますが、
A lot of information, but this is like a wealth story. So I'm a little curious about all the scenes, but may I first ask about the synopsis?
So I like to repeat that this title, Like a Dragon Infinite. will be the story of two main characters, Ichiban Kasuga and Kiryu Kazuma Kiryu. The story of this title can be explained largely from Kazuya Ichiban's point of view as a journey in search of his mother, who he got separated from at birth.
出産後すぐに裏社会の人たちに追われてしまった。
カズが一番実は前作でその生き別れって言われてるんですよね。だから生き別れというか事件があって、裏社会の人たちに追われてどっか行っちゃったみたいな、どっか行っちゃったというか。
Right. In the last game, it was said that his mother was killed by underground agents.
And after giving birth, and she lost her life.
But according to Sawahiro, kind of like a brother of Ichiban, he tells Ichiban that his mother is still alive and she wants to meet him. And then he actually goes getting into a lot of troubles in Hawaii.
So she's wondering about that too, because Sawashiro was also in the previous title and he was incarcerated for a certain crime.
Yes, but there is a story behind it too, and it will be told in the story. Why does Sawashiro tell Ichiban to go meet his mother? There's a story to it too. So a lot of people, a lot of fans kind of realized what was going on in the trailer by the last time. The last time we actually show the trailer.
So the reason for Kasuga,
like some of the graphics of this look really, really good, and like obviously because it's really, really bright. Like this reminds me of something that was in like the third game.
途中一番はこうハワイでタクシー運転手に襲われたりですとか、まあ騙されそうになったりとか、こういろいろ。
So there's a lot of trouble during that trailer. So there was a scene where he was attacked by a cab driver and tricked specifically by that maid girl. So that leads to the scene on the beach, correct?
And Ichiban lost his money and also his passport. He lost everything in Hawaii. But he still has his necklace. We can't really tell you what the purpose of these attacks, but there's a story behind it too.
Whether it's money or something else, it will be revealed in the game. Well, I'm really curious about Kiryu-san. So his looks are completely different in this game, and his confession in the middle of the story is a bit shocking with the illness.
Yes, he is sick in the game. So he was getting cured. He was getting help from doctors. But he did change in his appearance because of his illness. Yokoyama-san is saying that he knows about this for almost half a year, so he's not shocked anymore. But I guess a lot of fans are, so.
So Yokoyama-san has said that the reason that the game is the RPG is because it's the most suitable system for advancing the story with his friends, such as Kazuma Kiryu. So is the concept of Friends or Nakaba going to be bigger, or is it going to be a large concept with this game?
Yes, that's right. In Like a Dragon, Gaiden, and in other previous games, he has been fighting all by himself. But in this game, he has to fight his way through with his friends because he cannot do it without relying on anyone's strength. He realizes that he is limited in both physical and mental strength because of his illness, so he has to rely on his team, his friends. And also he will be finding about himself a lot. So that is why RPG was the best way.
So look at the trailer. We saw Kiryu-san looking with his friends. He looks a lot happier than usual, and sometimes looking a little bit stronger. So that kind of makes us forget about the illness.
求められてたヒーロー像とかを、自分の中でもこう演じてる部分もあったと思うんですね。ああいう強い人とかやっぱヒーローってそうだと思うんですよ。なんですけど、ものすごくその、もちろん桐生一馬とパーソナリティは一貫してるんでブレないんですけれど、その例えば今何がしたい、誰かに会いたいとか、こういろんなこう思いを結構ストレートに。
So Kiryu Kazuma was trying to be Kiryu Kazuma in his way, trying to be what he was asked to be. But in this game, he will be finding what he really is, who he really is in this game. So for all the fans who love Kiryu Kazuma, he's saying that he really wants all those fans to play this game to find out what happens to Kiryu.
Okay, yeah, besides the two main characters, they're very curious about the Second Great Dissolution, the underworld and religious groups, and they have a lot of questions, but they don't really have too much time to ask all of those questions. And now we have our guests.
All the cast are waiting to be on the stage.
なので、本日お越しになっている方々をお呼びして、キャラクターの魅力なんか
Now we'd like to invite all the guests to the stage.
And let me begin by introducing the cast of the main characters from Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Please take a look at the video.
こうなりゃ誰にも止めらんねえぞ。死んで一抜けたなんて俺が許さねえ。俺は大丈夫だ。行け。
その先にちゃんと光はあるって。
友達一人こんな危ねえ戦いに行かせるわけないじゃない。
その犯行も身代わりを仕立てるよう仕向けたのもてめえなんだな。
お前は誰だ。
今日はずいぶんおめかししてるじゃない。男見せろ、春日一番。
そうだな、私の仕事は山積みだ。
まあルーティンというやつお気になさらず。
どうも
鈴木太一さん。
お久しぶり、春日さん。ハワイは楽しんでる？
ボンボヤージュ、良い旅をって意味です。
歓迎しますよ。
清流会の沢城と申します。
憎しみをぶつけるツールとしては割と最適なんですよね。
Okay, so the cast has taken the stage. Big round of applause for the cast. Let me begin by introducing today's guest. First off, he was first seen in the previous title, Yakuza Like a Dragon 7. The protagonist symbolizing the newly reborn Like a Dragon series. He plays the role of Kasuga Ichiban, Kazuhiro Nakaya.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Up next, when it comes to Like a Dragon, this is the man. Once upon a time in Kamurocho, Shinjuku, a legendary man known as the Dragon of Dojima. And he'll play the role of Kazuma Kiryu. This is Takuya Kuroda.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Up next, this is a continuation from the previous work, Yakuza Like a Dragon, possibly a best friend and confidant of Kasuga Ichiban's homeless days. He plays Yu Namba, Ken Yasuda. Up next, corrupt cab driver who shoves Kasuga Ichiban to the rock bottom after visiting Hawaii. A friendship born from the worst encounter.
Wait, so
or is it going to be a genuine friendship?
Okay, so
Tomizawa or Satoru?
so this is the guy that once we get to Hawaii, we get dumped by this guy in Hawaii, and he basically just like takes everything from us: our passports, our clothes, he's a corrupt cab driver apparently. This is gonna be very interesting to see why.
Next party. Oh, he's the oldest member of the party. Oh, he's still full of energy. Oh, energy, power, arm strength, with desire. Being over 60, he plays the role of Koichi Adachi. Akio Otsuka.
I have less desire nowadays, but
I don't know if we can
I did my best.
Up next. Oh, she's the cabaret girl from Iji Machi, Yokohama, who disappeared from the previous work. A compassionate woman, and did she really turn down Ichiban Kasuga's proposal? She plays the role of Saiko Mukoda Sumire Uesaka.
Hello, everyone. I'll be playing Sachan. Thank you for having me here.
Up next, a mysterious female character who's a key person in this title. So what was the reason for setting up Kasuga Ichiban, who came to visit his mother? And what is her real purpose to entering the party? This is Chitose.
So apparently she's gonna join the party, and she also helps set up the. Okay, that's again. This is all story details, but it's like even if you get like bits and pieces of the story, you're not gonna get absolutely everything. And there's still stuff that we haven't seen. There's still stuff that we haven't seen yet. There's characters that are going to be in sub-stories that we have to think, like, I think Kenny Omega's supposed to be in, like, some of the characters that were in the Ishin DLC that were, like, given out as the thing.
With that, I would like to move on to the talk session. And the two protagonists, Nakaya-san, Kuroda-san. What are your impressions of the current trailer?
Kuroda-san will be answering first. He was amazed. He was speechless. He was amazed. From the trailer, we cannot really see what's really going on, but we will find out in the game, so I'm very excited to see that. You've seen this trailer before.
自分が出てるとか関係なく、なんて面白そう
Although
なゲ
he's
ームなん
in
だ
the
ろうって
trailer, he's playing a role in there, but he
で
was
私の役
so
的に言え
amazed.
ば、やっぱり告白してましたよね。あそこがちょっと本当に肝ですよね。だけど桐生って
But there is this scene of Kiryu's proposal. I think that was the key in the
ず
game.
っと一般の人よりも桐生独特の価値観で生きてると思うので、
I think Kiryu has a very unique personality,
覚悟をしてその上で戦っていくのかななんて思い
and
ながら
he is very excited to find out how he will be fighting in this game,
ラストで
how he's going to be finding himself, who he really is.
岩崎君のゴーダと戦う時にしても、ゼロで錦と山の上で、拳銃を突きつけられるシーンにしてもやっぱり桐生ってその場でこう覚悟をする人間。
So he's referring to the scene in Zero where he was up on the mountain talking to Nishiki.
がんを受け入れた上でどうやって活躍していくのかなっていうのを楽しみにしています。
He's very excited to see how he's going to be fighting with his illness.
幸いかどうかわかりませんが、私今まで長い人生で何度も死にかけてるんで。
He's saying that he actually, in his personal life, he had a lot of illness that he had to overcome. So he was actually thinking about his own life to play this role.
体全体に力が入らない、大きく呼吸を吸えない。
When he was sick, he had trouble breathing, and he remembers that. So he used that technique to play this role.
周りの人間に気を使わせないように。
And also how he remembers how he was trying to not to let other people realize that he was too sick. So how he was acting when he was really sick in his real life, he used that to play this role.
だけど大事なところは人間って面白いもので、私も病に苦しんでいる時もバーンって行こうと思う時には行くんですよね。なんか人間ってやっぱ
But he also remembers that when he really has to do something, he could actually gather all his strength to deal with it. So he also remembers that he also uses that to play when Kiryu has to man up and do something in the game.
And Yokoyama, what about the directions that you have given him?
そういうのをこう間近で見てるので、まあその台本できていく段階で黒さんとディスカッションしていく中で、その決して
As he's saying that as they were having the script ready, so they had also all those debates, and they did talk about how they want Kiryu to be.
今回まあ桐生は病にはなりましたけど、まあそれ自体が
So in this game, Kiryu got sick, but it doesn't mean it's his end. He's still positive, and he wanted to portray that, his positivity in the story. So, did you notice how cheerful he was in the trailer?
やっぱ大きいことがないと崩れないと思うんで、まあその一つのまあきっかけでもあるのかなとは思ってます。で、黒さん見事な使い分けというかその。
Kuroda-san did such a great job
使い分けもそうですけど、見事な
to show how Kiryu was weak, and also when he was pretending that he was okay.
安田さんは前作から引き続きのご登場となりますが、こう前作龍が如くセブンにご出演された時、周囲からの評判っていうのはどんなものだったんですか?
Could you tell us about the public impressions and opinions and enthusiasm since your last appearance in Like a Dragon 7?
He's saying that he met a lot of new people in this industry.
バラエティとか、芝居の現場とか行くときに
And then imagine like this I can't remember all of the English voice cast, but I
When he goes
believe
to his workplace, a lot of people did.
Who is it? It's
notice
like
him
I
as
know
Namba
they got
as a character
Yongye, who's
in the
the
game.
YouTuber.
So
Greg
people
Chan,
are
who
asking
voices
him to
Amber,
bring,
who also voices
to
Yagami from the
have the umbrella in his
Judgment.
hand to pose.
I think Itchy was.
So they wanted
Was
to
Itchy
take a picture
voiced
of
by?
him having the umbrella. And
Itchy,
he
I think,
and
was
they were
voiced by the
asking
same guy who
him
did
whether
Gohan
they can post it on SNS.
in the dub. I think it's him. I can't recall.
And one of the actress, first Summer Wika, she was telling him how big fan she was. So she was telling him how much she liked his character. So he's been working as an actor for about 28 years now.
さっき春日さんが挨拶している VTR ありましたけど、渥美清さんは寅さんって呼ばれるし、そこに出ている人はガジロ。
So because of the characters are so popular and famous, people are calling them as their character's name.
っていう人がいたり、そういうものが自分が実写として頑張ってきたときに今までなかったことが。
And that never actually happened to him when he was doing actor jobs in the action drama, well, like live action movie, live action drama. So he was very happy to see that. People realizing him as one of the characters from the game.
しかもこういい風に年齢を重ねていくじゃないですか。普通いい風に年齢を重ねるためには節制しなきゃいけないじゃないですか。節制しなくてもこれからこのナンバってやつは年を取ったとしてもいい風に年取っていけるんですよ。
Namba character, he thinks that even though he's not eating healthy or not trying to be healthy, but he's aging in a good way.
前作では主人公の春日一番ともこう、いろんなことがあってという感じでしたけども、ナンバというキャラクターは。 親友にも近い存在になっていきましたけれども、
So with Ichiban, Kasuga had a lot of different things that happened to him during Yakuza 7 and with Namba. Could you give us your impressions on that?
Like a Dragon 7, I was very surprised to see how long the script was. The script was about a box size.
いろんな人たちが世界中でこのゲームを楽しみにして。 それをプレイするためにずっと待ちわびている人たちを満足させるためにこんだけのストーリーを作るっていうのはそりゃそうだろうなっていうセブンの時はそれがあったんですけどそれはもうそういうもんだと思って取り組めたんですけど8ですごく嬉しいのは今
Like a Dragon Infinite, well,
ゲスト枠じゃないっていう
so he is casted as one of the main characters, so he's very happy.
And rather than being like a guest, he's like one of the main core members of the party.
All these guests on the stage today are the party members. Well, if you watch the trailer, you will probably know what party members.
Everybody here is part. So there's 1, 2, 3.
But these are the main characters. These.
Trying to count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because like you gotta remember, you can have 4 people on a thing at the same time.
Gucci-san, if you have any comments about your experience or memories,
so you can have 7. Because
let us know those.
Kiryu and Ichigo both can be things. So I'm wondering if they have separate parties.
I never thought of getting this role. And the recording was about for a week. And he was saying like, did you all take about a week? And
but they're saying these are all the party members. They're saying that the party members are
pretty long.
Ichi, Kiryu, Amber, the new taxi driver guy that dumps us in Hawaii, Adachi, Sayako, and then the new girl that apparently has something to do with knowing what happened with Akane-san.
Share with us.
So that means that even though they've got Jungi Han, and even though they have Jungi Han, Zhao, Sajima, Daigo in there, that means that they might not be playable characters.
Remember in details, but I was just doing my best.
Because the other guy is the director. So.
Yokoyama-san is saying that he came to the studio a lot of times, more than any other cast. So he was actually, because he was at the studio all the time, he was actually in the debate and all the meetings that they were having. And the people from RGG studio was asking him, were you just hired for this company? So he was spending a lot of time at the studio.
今時珍しいです。充実はしてるんですけど、はい。
ありがとうございます。さあそして大塚さんはご自身でも龍が如く7もプレイなさったというふうに聞いていますけれども、ご自身が演じられる
So Otsuka-san, I heard that you played Yakuza Like a Dragon yourself, so could you tell us about what you like about Adachi, the character you play?
He's very well portrayed as a human being in the game, like a real person.
この龍が如くという作品で特に足立はダメなところがいっぱいで盛りだくさんじゃないですか。
So Adachi has a lot of flaws.
そのことを普通演じるときって台本に書いてあるストーリー上のことはもちろん演じるんですけども、そのダメなところって意外とやらせてもらえなくて。
Because he does have a lot of personalities that are usually seen as bad part, but because in this game, his character Adachi is described with all those like bad behaviors and everything, so that actually makes him like a real person in the game.
And could you tell us about how Adachi lives in this game?
He just said Adachi is Adachi. He's very old in the game too, so he's probably heading towards to the end of his life. But all the personalities that he built up in his life, and you can see that in the game. His core personality will not change. And he's really looking forward to see that in the next game too. Probably in the future too.
And I think we're going to be able to see a lot of the personality flaws that Adachi has. And Uesaka-san, you've been sharing your love of Like a Dragon on YouTube. So what do you think of the script for this game?
That's one other thing that I've also been noticing as well. Like, whenever you hear the cast and that talk about these games, they play these games. And some of them even do like let's plays and that of the games, and they do stuff in that as well. Like Fuse's voice actor, I think, did a playthrough of stuff where he did all of his lines for stuff and other stuff. Like you don't get this as much from like game other voice actors and stuff. Like I don't know, it just feels like it's such a different thing.
The role she plays will be a character who will be fighting in the game. One of the few female characters that fights in the game. The relationship between Ichiban and Sachan. She was surprised to see what happens in their relationship. So please look forward to it and get ready before you start playing.
あれがすごいんだっていう話とか聞かせていただいて、本当にキャラクターの細部にこう命が宿っている。そしてストーリー
She was surprised to see all the details that was described in the displayed in the game. Every single details of the characters are amazing. So Yokoyama-san is now saying that all these cast were watching the trailer all together in the back before this show. And he's saying that he felt like he was at the fan meeting because they were so excited. They got so excited. Ichan means Ichiban.
すいません。ちょっとオタクの悪い癖がそうですね。
Because she likes the series so much, so she's just calling Ichiban as Ichan, with his nickname.
そこからどんな発展があるのか、皆さんにも早く見ていただきたいなと思っております。
And she's really excited for everyone to see the developments of the game.
今回ご出演にあたってかなりハードなオーディションがあった
And
と伺
Inami-san?
っているんです。
それ誰のどういう情報なんでしょう？
She heard that they had a very difficult audition for the role. So, do you have any episodes leading up to that casting?
She just said that I don't know who told you that, but it wasn't that hard, but I guess it was a bit hard.
私自身も1から6の桐生の物語と、そして7ももちろん通っているので、大好きな作品にこうして関われること
So
が
she
すご
loved
く
the
嬉し
series,
く、
have played Yakuza 6 and also Like a Dragon 7.
この場に呼んでいただけたこ
So
とが
she's
本当に
very
もう一個の人生の
happy
宝
that she
だ
can
なぐらい
be
の
on this
気持ち
stage
で
right
本
now
当に
with all the other
させ
cast.
ていただいているので、ちーちゃんとして、千歳として
As her character,
皆さんに
Chitose,
素敵な物語を届けられるように演じさせていただきました
she really hopes that she
オーデ
did.
ィションの時はでもずっと緊張していたので、基本的に
She really hopes that all the fans will enjoy her character
中
too.
谷さんもご一緒でやりましたね。
すごかったですよね。
はい
ちょっと読み合わせをさせていただいたんですけ
そうなん
ど
ですよ、
そう最初の出会いの時に、初めまして富士宮
So when they first met in person,
読んだんですよね。
千里役の
って千歳じゃないっていう僕の方が
oh,
緊張
so
するっていう
she introduced herself as with her character name. So he was surprised. Isn't your real name Chitose?
可愛いと思ってないでしょ。
思ってますよ。人聞きの悪い。
間違えてることに気づいてなかったですからね。
どういうことなんですか。言ってましたけ
So
ど
they
ね。
met together
そうなんですよ。読み合わせ
to
で
read the
一緒に
script
やってもらって
together.
そうなんです。
はいまああまりにもちょっとやっぱ新しいキャラなので、っていうのがあったんで、結構長い時間2日間ぐらいかけて、かなり台
They
本
spent about 2 days to read the scripts.
どういうお芝居するのかなって見させてもらいましたけど、よかったんで、もうね本当ねもう何かのタイミングにもうすぐ感動して泣いてくれちゃうんですよ。もう
Yokoyama-san was very happy to see how well she did.
本当に
早くね。
だって良かったとか言われた
And
ことないですから
he was saying that Inami-san was crying a lot when she was moved. And now it seems like she's almost in tears. Because Yokoyama-san said,
嬉しいので
complimented her.
でかなりまだ皆さんに見ていただいた10分のトレーラーの中では
So in the 10-minute trailer,
明かされてはいないので、ぜひ
it
楽しみ
wasn't
にしてほし
that
いです
clear
ね。
what really happens in the story. So
やばいぐらい押してるみたいです
she
ね。
wants all the fans to find out by playing the
ス
game.
トーリーがねまだまだお話ししたいとこなんですけれど、じゃあゲームの方はどうなってますかという部分ですね。ゲームの中身、バトルシステム。
So that was about the story.
ところをまとめた
And
映像をご用意してます
now
ので、
we have
ま
the
ずこちら
trailer
見ていただいて、その後
of the gameplay.
その内容をお話ししたいと思います。
Okay, so now that was the story trailer. Now we got the game overview, so now we get to see all the stuff that we're
Like a
going to be
dragon
having.
is going places.
Oh, this is in English as well.
Bask in the tropical sun.
Alright, let's see what...
Take in the ocean
Look,
breeze.
this looks really
And
good.
join Ichiban as
This
he
looks
explores
really...
paradise
Look
on a
at
mission to
this.
find his
Like,
mother.
this is...
Alone, far
The
from home,
Hawaii
without
stuff
a
looks
penny to his
really,
name,
really
he must rise
good
from
at-
rock bottom.
This looks really, really good.
So pack your bags and get ready. You're
It's
going
like-
to Hawaii.
It's segues.
Complete with a dynamic weather system.
Weather
Sights and
system?
sounds
That's
of
new.
Hawaii have been faithfully
That's
recreated
new.
in painstaking detail.
Okay, so they've actually
Shaping
recreated
the
Hawaii.
biggest adventure yet.
You can. Okay, you can just run into the. You can run into the water and then.
The combat system where characters duke it out in action-packed RPG battles will get your.
Okay, this. See, you can see some new stuff here.
You can move your character during their turn.
Ah,
Take
that.
full advantage of
That's.
the enemy's position.
Okay, so you can move the characters. That is actually something that.
Kiryu is back and ready to rumble.
Okay,
He's got plenty of tricks up his
Kiryu can
sleeve.
pick. Okay, Kiryu looks like he's.
Awaken his fighting spirit and unleash mayhem in real time. Crush your enemies with
Okay, I see what they're doing. So it's still turn-based, but you still move around with Kiryu as well.
Additionally, by taking tours only available in Hawaii,
Wait.
you can change into brand new jobs.
Okay, different job styles. What is this? What is?
Samurai.
Samurai. Okay, so that's
Desperado.
Desperado, a cowboy. Okay.
Geodancer.
Geodancer. What is?
Pyro dancer.
Okay, so pyro dancer. Yeah, that makes sense for being Hawaii.
Housekeeper.
Housekeeper. Oh, okay, you can blast people with a
Action star. Many more
action side. Gee, I wonder who that's inspired by. Sujimancer. What is? And some of these.
Listen, or just have
What?
fun.
What is this?
Find your career of choice.
Oh, okay. What is it? Okay, what pound mates are we getting?
Service that can turn
Oh, that's.
battle is back and better than
Okay, wait, did they race Ben Gary or is that someone different?
legendary lineup of allies and iconic blasts from the past.
Oh, it's Yuya and I think okay they're back as well for pound mate system. That's I think, is that Sayaka? Date's there. That's I'm trying to see that. Oh, what's his name's back as well? The lobster is back.
Party as you travel throughout the world.
It's so many different. Oh, you can feed chickens.
Every experience makes
Wait,
Ichiban
there's-
and his friends grow stronger.
Oh, there's bingo in the game?
Build your party up.
See, I can't read any of this because it's in Japanese, but...
There's no shortage of side experiences.
Wait!
Take
Oh,
Crazy Delivery, a game about shredding on a bike, gathering food for customers,
Crazy Taxi, but on a bike with... What is...
performing insane tricks, and finishing the
What
job
is
with
this?
style.
What is this?
You fight it out in Sujimon battles.
Oh, like...
You can
Oh my, they're bringing back Sujimon.
Intense combat.
They're bringing back the Sujimon. This is... they're doing...
Raise your Sujimon, hone their skills.
Oh my god, like this is...
Wailing in defeat.
This is gonna be interesting to see what it is for...
And become the strongest Sujimon manager. Mismatch. Create your profile the way you want it, and put your chatting skills to the test.
Oh, we're gonna do reaction commands with chatting with people.
To meet the girl of your dreams.
Oh, they're bringing that back again.
Nook and cranny of town has a new surprise waiting in
Okay.
store.
Yeah,
Karaoke
get ready to
offers
get
you
censored again.
songs
Yes,
to
there's
sing.
karaoke. Karaoke's back. Okay, there's Jungi Han. Okay, this music already sounds good. Wakamitai's is back, but it was a
Sega
modified
Bass
version.
Fishing, Spike Out, and many other classic games return in this title.
Oh my god, there's so much content here!
Play.
Darts, what else? I mean, obviously I'd like to see what some of these things are, but you can swim?
Extreme battles
You can
with
swim?
a class locale as the backdrop. And tons of mesmerizing content.
This game is gonna have so much stuff that we have to complete.
Go take a trip
I
on the wild.
this is gonna be so fun to try and get the platinum for. What?
Like a dragon, infinite wealth.
Again, another way to show you the thing. You got all the story in a separate trailer, and then they give you all the gameplay in a separate trailer. There's so much stuff there to come. We're gonna have to go back and like discuss that when we
a trailer for something other than the story, so it was the gameplay. So I can't talk anymore, or else they're going to take about another hour. And there's a lot of Sujimon, so he was really surprised to see that many Sujimon in this game.
The official event where we can actually say those words, Yakuza and Fujimon, will be only this one.
So it was really, concerning the trailer, it was impressive to see Kiryu, who had been fighting alone, now fighting as a party member. So Kuro-san, how do you feel about that?
Well, as mentioned in the history, Kiryu got sick. So unlike in the past, he has to fight together with his friends. So in order to defeat stronger bosses and other enemies, he has to fight with his friends.
Yokoyama, concerning Kiryu becoming a party member, how do you think or feel about that? So concerning his battle style, it's going to be a little bit different than the other characters. And when it concerns Kiryu, it's kind of like fighting in his old style.
But players can change a lot of things for the battle styles.
So it's going to be kind of like similar, players have the choice to make it similar to the previous Yakuza games, where you could really choose different styles to beat up the enemies.
So there's a lot of jobs available in the game. For the cab driver, there will be a job similar to the cab driver too.
So concerning all of the history of Kiryu, they would like to portray that very thoroughly and well in this battle system. And I've heard that you're the only one among the speakers who had the chance to play the game, and she was not able to play the whole thing.
So I played only part of the game, not the whole thing, but I had so much fun changing Kiryu's battle styles, and you have so many choices.
So she was really particularly thrilled about the fusion between RPG and action battle system.
So a lot of like skills that you have to use in the game is changed.
But with just a couple of buttons, you're able to use that skill. So she was really impressed by how easy it is and how intuitive it was. And without stress, you're really able to enjoy the game and really see the story unfold.
She had so much fun playing it. And Kiryu can fight with his party members. And you can even change the positions of all the characters.
So she's talking about how she's really surprised that you can move the characters, and depending on the locations, it comes different actions. And she was really surprised about moving one of the characters, and you're able to pick up a traffic cone and then hit the enemies with it. And I'm not a fan, like, not only just a fan, I'm also a cast member.
Yokoyama-san is saying that she's so much better at explaining the game system.
もう本当このゲームって絶対面白いんだなっていうのがすごい分かりましたよ。今日来ていただいているゲームメディアの方、今の文字起こしすれば。
By how passionate she is about the gameplay, you can probably guess how fun this game is.
今までの1からゼロもそうですけど、やってる方からしてみればたまんないと思いますこれ。
So I think that a lot of the people who played since 1 and including 0 are really going to be surprised by this. And of course, there's going to be people who think that maybe this game, oh, it looks a little bit difficult, but once you play it, you're going to see how intuitive it is. And
I'm sure the game's still going to be difficult. The original game for me was difficult, but I think that's just because I'm still not really sure what to.
Okay, that's
now that I know how to play it better, I probably could go back and be better at it. But it's going to be interesting to see how I am on stream with it because I really did enjoy the game. I think I was getting frustrated with the combat and stuff because I wasn't sure.
So thank you very much.
I think it got to a certain point where I was dying.
Of course,
I died to every boss multiple times. Once I got to a certain chapter, I was dying in like every battle constantly, and yet I see how easily other people got through them, and it's like I don't know how, considering I was doing like
will be available in
a bunch of side content on that prior. It'll be interesting to see now. It might be similar to
Hawaii, and it's going to be even larger.
It might be similar to some other games where it's like, oh, it might be similar to like Octopath Traveler 2, where I had more familiarity with the system, so I understood how it worked better.
That, compared to Isesaki, Ijincho, Yokohama, Hawaii is about 3 times the size of that.
So the new stage in Hawaii
excuse me?
That larger than the other places that we had in the previous titles.
You just... So if you've never played Lost Judgment or Isazaki Ijincho...
The map is large, but
the map is large in Isazaki Ijincho for both of those games. And they've just come and said that the Hawaii map is 3 times the size of that.
And there's just going to be so much to do.
It's 3 times the size... I think they... It's 3 times the size of what...
Saying that he's never been to Hawaii in his life.
That is massive. Now this game is a bit different when it comes to like the enemy spawns and stuff like that, because it's not like an where like you go so many steps and things there. You can avoid the enemies, but 3 times the size of the map. This is going to be
either.
And so he went to Hawaii before, but it was so long ago that he doesn't remember because it was during his childhood. And he doesn't remember it, but when he was living in Brazil, I believe he went once, but he unfortunately cannot remember any of it.
Oh, he's been to Hawaii before.
Oh, and he said 0 nights of stay, but went there for 3 days.
And also he's been there to shoot videos for his work. And the beach he saw in Hawaii looks exactly like the one in the game.
And he's saying that, yeah, it's going to look like Hawaii, but keep in mind that there's going to be certain places and things that don't exist in the real Hawaii, just like Kamurocho. So please be aware of that. And because of the onset of the pandemic, now a lot of the people have switched over to remote work.
So they were working remotely and doing all their interviews remotely to make this video game.
And because Kamurocho or Kabukicho is a real life location in Japan, so the stage designers were actually able to go there. But how were they able to go to Hawaii? They weren't able to travel during that time.
So Iguchi-san has never been to Hawaii either.
I said, like, we should have just had this event in Hawaii.
ロケハン部隊が行かれなかった分をね。だからロケハンはだから本当そういう意味ではないですね。下地の部分は全部リモートでやって、それで最後の本当作ったのが正しいかどうかっていうののチェックですよ。
So they would have to make the stage, and then afterwards they would have to check if it was accurate to the real life location, because everything was remote.
ただまあ結構スタッフの中にも行った人間は多かったりもしたので、でもそれだけじゃ作れないですからね。
So some of the staff members have been to Hawaii, but that wasn't enough. So they needed to work really hard remotely to create how Hawaii looks like in the game.
安田さん、ナンバの技がパワーアップしていたように見えたんですか？
なんか鳩に乗るとかって聞きましたけど。
Yeah, all is well so far. We are watching the RGG summit, and then we have the Like a Dragon Direct. This game is going to be massive. It's going to be large, and it's going to be.
And he's saying that number. There was this one.
The map is going to be large. So much minigame content. The combat looks like it's been.
In the game.
And to think this game's coming out in 3 months, or 3 months, 4 months, 4 months.
So in the previous,
yeah, everything's going
to
well.
Fight. So him and Pigeons and the park, they're all together.
So they showed a story trailer where they broke down the story for so many minutes and showed you all these different characters, all the new things that they were going to do, and then they showed you the gameplay.
We could see that
of all the crazy mini games, of all the crazy assistant summons, the moves that you can do, the.
Even though on the beautiful beach, you could see them in samurai outfits. So that is.
It was like I think a year ago where they announced both of these games, and then they're both coming out within 2 months of each other.
And experience.
So I heard that in this title you can go back and forth between Yokohama and Hawaii and play a different play spots in each. So she was asking Iguchi-san.
Well, I did have some technical issues earlier for some reason. My stream was not.
And now they're mentioning like.
My stream was like
I don't remember.
Not stream.
Very large.
I would start playing the video, and then like after 30 seconds, it would just stop. It would play the sound, but it would stop playing the video, and I don't know why. It's never had to do that before, and so I just.
Actually, a squid.
Yeah.
Loaded everything up again.
Really large.
After loading everything back up again and closing it down, it's like it still wasn't working with normal stuff.
And also there was a shark.
And after that didn't work, we
if it's gonna be big, the bigger the better.
Did a few other things. And it's like I went from using the standard movies and TV app to trying Media Player to then doing trying Photo app, which Photo app apparently allows you to view videos. So now we're using that. But I cannot wait for.
So in the previous title there were.
I can't wait for this game. This game is. This game is going to be very, very good.
But in this title, there's going to be this very large shark, and they're wondering how they're going to be fighting against those sharks and a gigantic squid.
And they said, like, I want to fight it right away, but he said that we can't say anything because it'll be a spoiler. And there were some new karaoke songs in the video, so how's the
hopefully everything's going well at work.
Well, that question
don't work too hard.
Towards him instead of me.
Hopefully all is well with you as well. Hopefully all is well with you, I should say. No, I need to add the as well part to it because it's.
Well, they're saying that Iguchi-san is such a good singer that if he sings in the game, nobody's gonna be able to do the karaoke of his song. So.
ちょっと映像にもありましたけどね、ああいった形で収録の時は、腹筋と背筋がつりました。それぐらい
Oh, so he was able to get abs during the recording.
叫んでますので、皆さんノリノリでボタンを押していただければなと思います。はい。
曲も本当に横山さんキャラクターごとに何曲もありましたね。
今回豪華ですね。なんかすごい。
So there are so many games for each characters.
素直な感想ですけど。
And they're all really good.
やってみたいなと思って。途中に入ってくる映像も面白いじゃないですか。なので。
And the videos during the karaoke songs are going to be really, really interesting.
何回も見てくれると思うんで。
ぜひチェックしていただければと思います。さあいろいろなお話で盛り上がってまいりましたが、お時間が迫ってまいりました。
And we've been having a lot of fun talking about the various topics, but we are running out of time, so they would like to have a message from each of the guests to the fans of Like a Dragon. So if everyone could come forward. Let's go from Inami-san.
So thank you very much for...
Okay, so they didn't announce any new games or anything else, but they did show off a whole bunch of stuff for...
This is my first time.
Nothing for Gaiden, but they showed off a bunch of stuff for the Infinite Wealth game.
I'm very excited.
Story and gameplay-wise, and talked about stuff as well, so that's really, really going to be...
She's very confident that all the fans will be
really going to be
able
good.
to enjoy the game. And she herself is also excited to play the game. Please look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Continue on. Uesaka, please.
So she'll be playing Saeko. Thank you very much for watching the stream, and thank you for coming here today. She's very happy that her character is one of the party members in this game title, and she can't wait to play the game.
And we're going to be able to see a scale so large that it hasn't been in any of the other games yet so far. So we saw the octopus earlier and being thrown, but what about the squid? We'll just have to wait and see. So everyone, please look forward to it. Thank you. Okay, next, Otsuka-san, please.
Thank you very much for coming here, and thank you very much for watching the stream.
When this finishes, I'll probably quickly go through everything that I see on the thing, because it's like, there's going to be a lot just to cover with what we saw. Because unlike some of the other ones, it was, wasn't a lot to really cover in some of these other sections, but this one here, it's like, there's a lot of stuff to, like, see what there is. It's going to be interesting to see how this, works. I'm still hoping that, like, that Gaiden is available physically. That way I can get both, and play them whenever I think, because it's like, the issue with the digital one is, like, I usually wait for digital games, and it's like,
Next, Yasuda-san.
Although then again, I'm looking at a lot of the stuff that's coming out, and there's not a lot of physical PS4 games coming out anymore, so maybe it's
also
possible.
In other countries, a lot of people from other countries too are very excited for this game. I felt like I've seen something very new by playing the cast, one of the casts in this game.
And please enjoy the game, and to everyone, the overseas fans, thank you very much. And Kuroda-san, please.
はい、配信をご覧の世界中の皆様、桐生一馬、黒田孝也です。ですね、
So I'll be playing.
So I don't think the entire English voice cast has been announced yet. I know certain people have been announced. It's going to be interesting to see who.
We saw the shark and the squid, and there's a lot of different things to look forward to in this game.
The shark and the squid stuff reminds me of like the spearfishing minigame from
When you talk
6,
about like a
but
dragon series,
this looks like it's going to be much different if you can freely
the
swim
fun
around
part
and
the,
stuff.
the amazing part of this game, one of the amazing part of this game is the story. And I'm pretty sure that you can enjoy the story from this game title too.
And I'll be very happy if you play the game. So look forward to it. Thank you. And continuing, Mr. Nakaya, please.
Thank you very much for coming here and watching the stream today. So, November 9th, Gaiden will be released. And also, Infinite Wealth will be released next year. Next year will be the Dragon Year and Infinite Wealth.
Oh, I did not realize that. That actually makes even more sense now with the thing, because aren't the
He says that like please really
New Year stuff related to
iterate.
Isn't the New Year stuff related to like wealth and prosperity and things like that? Because if it's the year of the dragon, that actually, yeah.
Thank you very much for watching the stream and for coming here.
And thank you very much to the cast members and the party members. So thank you to them for attending today.
He's very confident that he did a good job making this game. So, this title, the theme is the journey to find his mother. He was wondering how Ichiban will live when he goes outside of Japan, goes somewhere very new to him. As he was creating this game, and also as RGG Studio, it was their first time creating the game. That was the main stage was in.
That's another thing as well. There is not a lot for me to put in the timestamp, so it won't even take me all that long to do. Because if they're only going to be talking about Like a Dragon the whole time,
he just cannot wait to release this.
Then that means I don't have a whole lot that I need to really break down and change, because it's pretty much just going to be like
for the final touch,
an introduction, and then like
he cannot.
I guess maybe I can break it down further by saying like, because it's like that would make no sense. Like this is all part of the same thing, where it's like I guess I can do
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
I guess I can break it down based on gameplay and story, because
on January 26th, 2024.
Last time I didn't do that, but it was also because it wasn't
trailer.
needed, because I broke it down by game. This one and this was only one game.
Japanese and English voices. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth will also support Chinese voices for the very first time.
Okay, so 3 languages. 3 languages now. Instead of doing just the 2, no, they're doing 3. 3 languages now. Instead of the 2. Like, it was already amazing that they were doing English and Japanese at the same time. Now they're doing
demo that he was able to play. So at Tokyo Game Show, which starts tomorrow at Makuhari, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth will be showcased there. Alongside Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased.
Okay, so they're going to be there as the Sega does have a show, so that will probably be there.
If you have time, please come visit us at the Sega booth and play the game. Also, if you purchase Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased its name, which will be released on November 9, 2023, you will be able to download a special demo version that is different from the TGS version.
Oh, okay. There's two different demos.
So right after the events of Gaiden, it's going to be Kiryu's story is going to continue in Infinite Wealth.
Okay, so so the ending of Gaiden is going to be when Kiryu first gets introduced. But it looks like Kiryu first gets introduced to Ichiban when he's in Hawaii.
Green dinosaur looking thing in the trailer. You might spot it. There is more information that we want to reveal, but please look forward to further updates on their websites and other platforms.
With that, today, thank you very much. Bye-bye. And as a reminder, we just want to let you know that RGG...
Okay, wait, are we getting another... This is another trailer. There's... Okay. Yep, itchy in business. So this is, the same map. So that means this map's still going to be visible because, so this map still will exist. So how did he? I'm wondering how he got. I'm wondering how he got rich. They explain. I'm liking this. This is ow. All right, there's a. So I guess wait. Do we just live our life out just pretending that we're rich, but then we just live in an apartment like that? Okay. All right, that's it. Let me just make sure that this is. Yeah, this is it. So, wow, we've got a lot to cover here. So that was really good. We only got the Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth trailer. We got a breakdown of the gameplay, a breakdown of the story, and a breakdown of the sub of the characters. So it's like, I guess I can quickly go through this and just quickly go and check to see what we think. So, we got the opening cutscene, which is about Kiryu walking through the thing, and they were using rap music and stuff like that as well. It's like that's new for the series, as far as I know. That's new because usually it's a rock or what's the same thing. It was fine. Like I was fine with that. And I just talked about them for a little bit. This is the introduction to the so what I'll probably do is I'll break down the thing here. So pretty much, I guess it seems like Ichiban is playing up that he's thing, even though he's not really, he's poor and stuff, and it sounds like his contract has been terminated by something, like he's been planning to do something. Sarashiro is back, from prison, and apparently we've been asked to go and, head to, Hawaii for some reason to find out about Akane, our mother or whatever, and, that is where we get dumped there and all that stuff that happens. We help the guy out on the plane, and then we come into contact. So this guy's clearly going to be important because it showed him as one of the voice actors and stuff like that. It's like this guy's going to be important for something. And then we get taken by gunpoint, and this is when we lose our identity, and then the thing happens where we escape the cops, and then Kiryu comes and he basically says, "Oh, here, this is happening, and we're doing this." And then there's this other person named Chitose, who's essentially someone who knows about Akane or whatever. More Yakuza characters as well. Chinese Mafia. Actually, it's better for me to probably go through and do this again. I wish I could do it on the other one because it would go through less. It would let me skip through more, less stuff, but it's like it's just kind of. It would let me skip through less things. There's Chinese Mafia in the game. That looks like there's two prominent characters there. This guy's one of them. The guy on the right is the corrupt taxi driver that did the thing, and obviously he's going to help team us up and thing. But this other guy in the middle here, he's going to definitely be a thing because we saw something for that. And eventually we must become friends with the taxi driver somehow. We find out that Kiryu has cancer, and then we see Kiryu with Majima, Saejima, Daigo, few other people, and it's like, oh, they really, everything's really somber and sad. So it's like, I feel like that's going to be the ending of the thing potentially for Kiryu, but we'll see what happens. And they showed Haruka, so I'm thinking if he dies, I'm hoping that they end it with Haruka and Haruto and all the orphanage children surrounding him and being able to like help out with the thing and that as well. And then like Majima, even Majima's looking older. Majima is looking older now because it's been 5 years since the previous game. Oh yeah, Kiryu wanted to. Ichiban proposes to Sayako, and then I guess something happens where she doesn't accept it or whatever. And I also we get interested at the VTuber. The VTuber person thing. So the Tojo clan and all that are operating still, despite the fact that they shouldn't be operating anymore because it got disbanded and all that other stuff. But yeah, we got a VTuber villain now. Well, all the crew are back together. So you've got Ichi, Sayako, Naimba, Zhao, Jungi Han, Shionshi, I think her name was. I think it was. Who else is there? There was Adachi, and then the two new characters which we got introduced to before. But yeah, all of them are back as well. And then there's a bunch of charity stuff, more stuff with all the characters, stuff about talking about all the future and all that as well. And then that was pretty much it for that. In terms of the actual gameplay, though, we have a lot more to cover for that. With the gameplay, like there was a ton of stuff that we could go through here. Like all the different mini games that they had, like the running looked really good. There's an adaptive weather system. There's swimming around in the area. There's a few other things as well. Like this reminded when I saw this. When I first saw the in the bottom right hand corner, when I first saw these pictures of what the characters look like with their health bar and this thing, this reminded me of Persona. This reminded me of Persona in a 5 a little bit because of what they've done. But Kiryu's you can move during battle. Kiryu's you can move during battle before you do a move. Kiryu's actions allow you to move while doing the move, so it's essentially like you are playing the beat 'em up section, and then everybody else can interact in the thing. And obviously there was a whole bunch of new summons and that as well. A bunch of different like mini new job classes, new pound mates. So it was like
brand new jobs.
There was like a bunch of new ones and learning about the jobs and
to be discovered.
Sujiman. So there's they brought back Sujimon battles. Pound mates. It's like some of the what's her name? Q's love interest was back in the thing. A few other people were there as well. This is like some sort of link bond thing that we can do where it's like, oh, you can date people and get into relationships with people and that as well. There's a bunch of other mini games. What else is there? Why is this not? Oh no, has this done it again? I stuffed something up. Maybe I have. Let me just. Please don't know. Because it's. Okay, let me just. I'm going to close it down again. Please don't have done something. Let's just go back onto it again and make sure it's fine. what else was there to show? Yeah, a bunch of new summons and stuff was that as well. All these different new posing for the jobs. Seeing this, it looked like when I first saw it, it looked like Ghost of Tsushima. Pound mate systems from thing back as well. More mini games. There's a crazy taxi-esque delivery mini game where we're flipping with bikes and collecting coins and doing all this other stuff, and that looked really, really interesting as well. A whole bunch of other mini games that they showed off. Something with squids and stuff they didn't. Sujimon battles. We can now do 3-on-3 fights against other Sujimon, which is essentially like these characters are like other ones that we can face. We can face characters like this around the game where we make our own and stuff like that. That looked really good. And obviously they showed a bunch of new karaoke stuff as well, which looked very, very good. All the songs sounded like they were new. There was an even Wakamitai remix as well. Look at the water. The water looks really good as well. You can swim. And then that was a few. There's a whole bunch of other things that were in there. I went through them as I was going, but it's like I just wanted to go and do a quick overview before we moved on to the thing. But that's pretty much it for this. Because the only other stuff that they showed in the final trailer was like it was just him walking down the thing and doing all the other stuff. So overall, that was a very I really enjoyed that trailer. I'm also noticing that my memory is much higher. That might be a reason why maybe something went wrong, because my memory is for some reason higher than things. So let's try and watch next one. So next one is going to be the Like a Dragon Direct. But overall, really enjoyed the. I really liked the story trailer. And then the gameplay trailer was even better than that, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing how this goes. So let's watch the Like a Dragon Direct now, and then we can go and finish things up. Let's make sure it plays correctly. Yes, it is working, so I can see it's working. Let's get this to here. So, Like a Dragon Direct, which much shorter than the previous one, but let's see how this goes. I should have enough time to be able to upload this and get this done, I think. Alright, so again, this was here as well, the previous one. Like many around the world, we were saddened by the devastating fires that swept through Maui and the Hawaiian Islands. Hawaii was a place of inspiration for the creation of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. We extend our best wishes to those who have been affected by the disaster and hope for a speedy and strong recovery. Alright, so then now we get the, again, we get the Avengers style Yakuza introduction, which, so this is much shorter than the RGG Direct was, but I'm not sure how much stuff is different. So, I still want to check it out because it's, I doubt that they would make something that has the exact same things on it. Like, they want to make it so that you can think.
皆様こんにちは、龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山正義です。今回初めて RGG ライブ
Okay, at least this one has subtitles on it, so
誠にありがとうございます。本日は日本の最新タイ
I want to see what they do for
セブン
this.
ガイデン名を消した男と龍が如く8の詳細な新情報をお伝えしたいと思います。
So this is going to show off Gaiden as well.
知らないという方も桐生一馬や春日一番といった痛快無比な今作の主人公の物語
So for the first one, I might break it down based on what you see versus what. Because in the other one, it was like it was broken down by the games. This one here, the previous one was only like one game.
入る前に龍が如くセブンガイデン名を消した男のヒーローである桐生一馬をご紹介いたします。
Okay, so please let there be a physical. I hope that there's a physical copy.
もう自分の過去も人生名前すら捨てている。
The Yakuza Like a Dragon franchise has explored the criminal underbelly of Japan for nearly 20 years, most of it through the eyes of one man. Kazuma Kiryu, an orphan who rose through the ranks of the Dojima family to become one of the most notorious Yakuza figures in all of Japan. His ruthless exploits and unwavering sense of justice became legend, earning him the title
Cypher, I think her name was.
a tribute to his unyielding resolve and unmatched fighting ability. Stoic and trustworthy to a fault, Kiryu constantly strives to uphold his personal code of honor while protecting those he loves. Unable to escape his Yakuza past, he was forced to fake his own death and disappear, leaving his family behind.
やっぱり生きとったか。帰ってきよったな。
For reasons unknown, Kiryu emerged from hiding, inexplicably appearing as hired muscle for a powerful Yakuza syndicate. Why has he returned? And what lies ahead for Kazuma Kiryu?
龍が如くセブンガイで名を消した男では、龍が如くセブン光と闇の行方の裏で起こった桐生一馬の
So pretty much we need to play this before we play sequel, because we need to understand.
のもとに桐生が日本の裏社会の陰で動く大同時一派のエージェントとして働きます。さまざまな色濃いキャラクターのいる派手な舞台で桐生らしい激しい戦闘とワクワクする遊びで新たなストーリーに引き込まれる作りになっています。11月9日に発売された際にはぜひ皆様に龍が如くセブンガイデン名を消した男をプレイしていただきたいと思っております。また皆様が興奮されるであろうスペシャルゲストが本作にはいます。
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy JID, and I partnered with Sega.
Okay, we already saw this with the
track feature on the upcoming game. Like,
so I meant that they would show more stuff.
Give it a listen and check out the game.
I don't know if I'll get flagged down for this or not, because it's made for the game, but that doesn't guarantee anything.
To what you're asking, but can you handle a hand to hand if you're not advancing? There's no advantages. It bring madness, syncing up with the savages with bad habits. By the way of the dragon, the fight within, get ignited from real passion. The ties within heavy wind. I've been traveling. Now you know me as somebody that you never knew a face. You ain't never seen a ghost to my old truth burning through the pages of my soul, leaving no proof. Only ashes whisper for the memory of my past, but it's no use. And if I got a second chance, I had no clue. I'm in the shadows hiding where I'm supposed to. And you probably wouldn't believe it if I told you. The only way you gonna see it if I showed you. Walking alone, lost in land, running from home. One chance, right the wrong, no one understands you. 間違っているかどうかが道しるべとなっていた頃の空はどんな
I don't know, I think all these directs that they do get improved each time. Like they improve with each installation that they do.
報われるかどうかで選ぶ選択肢変わるわけないあるはずないだろうバカ見るかどうかは俺次第全ての間時の中で僕らいつか笑えるかな
JID と野田洋次郎さんの楽曲をフィーチャーした龍が
That's the opening cinematic.
名を消した男のオープニングムービーは楽しめましたでしょうか
I guess I mean I think that's within the game. Usually I remember people getting told they have to skip stuff.
今ご覧いただいたシーンは桐生一馬の次なる冒険の舞台となっています。ハイペースなアクション、破壊的バトルと
Some of this stuff looks different.
満載の冒険が明かされていきます。
What we've seen.
桐生一馬の戦闘をもう少し見てみましょう。
But some of this does some of that did look a little bit different. I wonder why they didn't show this at the. I wonder why they didn't show this at. Unless this was the one that I didn't see. There was a trailer that they did.
The Man Who Erased His Name features 2 schools of dynamic.
Okay, so this one's got.
Combat, and more than a few new tricks.
Like, wait, what do we have? We have rocket shoes. Okay, we're Batman now.
Mixing and matching movesets to battle your way through the criminal underworld. Yakuza style features wildly aggressive, high-impact moves to topple foes with flashy, explosive attacks. Agent style uses an array of high-tech gadgets to deal damage with blinding speed.
So Kiryu is a secret agent and anything like this. This is gonna be very, very interesting.
And experiment with combinations to regain the advantage when the odds are against you. Simple to pick up and thrilling to master. Unleash the full force of.
I can't wait to see people speedrun this with the combat and seeing how to go with this.
Ready for a challenge? Head to the castle. A mysterious container ship.
Okay, so the container ship is.
Test your luck in the casino.
Okay, so you go to the casino, and it's got the everything there.
Fight solo in brutal death matches, or build fearsome crews in Hell Team Rumble.
Okay, Hell Team. Wait a second, is that? For a second there, it's like, wait, that didn't look right.
Legendary fighter pack.
Okay, so there's, so this is like,
Daigo Dojima and Taiga.
This is like completing,
like a dragon Gaiden.
Yeah, it's like doing the fan creator stuff. I really hope that this is available physically somehow. I think I heard something about it being outside of Japan and wasn't going to be or something like that, but it's like, if I can buy the Japanese copy and it still has the English dialogue in it, then I will do that, because I want a physical copy.
龍が如く8では龍が如く7の意外性に満ちたヒーロー春日一番と個性的な豊かなキャラクター
Because I know there was I think it was Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. You could get it physical, but only in Japan. But it disabled and didn't have the English. It didn't have English for everything on there. So I'm thinking that if it's possible, can I?
Like a dragon. Marked the origin of series protagonist Ichiban Kasuga, a low-level.
If it's possible, I might be able to.
As a child and raised in a Tokyo brothel.
Get it. It's possible I might be able to get it with. It's possible I might be able to get it from the thing and just have it be.
Once destined to lead a life of crime, his love for JRPGs shaped his heroic sense of honor, justice, and loyalty, as well as his future. With his infectious charisma, nose for trouble, and plain dumb luck, Ichi earned the trust of a ragtag group of outcasts, his beloved party members. Together, they face down an insidious political conspiracy and devious double crosses, while learning the truth about Ichiban's real father. Ichiban Kasuga. Dreamer, party leader, hero.
龍が如く8では新しい冒険、新しい舞台、そして個性的な新しい仲間たちと出会うことになります。さらに春日一番はこの物語唯一のヒーローではありません。龍が如く7で春日一番を正気に戻した男、桐生一馬が再度トラブルから春日一番を助け出すために帰ってきます。桐生一馬が日本から遠く離れた場所で春日一番と関わるのは偶然のように思いますが、2人はすぐに邪悪な何かがその背後で動いていることに気づくかもしれません。そして龍が如く8は友情、家族、裏切りと欲望の旅へとあなたたちを誘っていきます。本作は我々が満を持してお届けする作品です。
Okay, so now they're gonna show like the story trailer. So we can go through some of this other stuff if I see something.
お初にお目にかかります。手前、小国と発しまするはジャパンの東京カムロ町。町のソープで産湯を使い、姓は春日名は一番。人呼んで浜の英雄と発します。奇妙な絵にし持ちまして、生き別れの母のため、はるばる海越え国越えて。やってきましたホノルルシティ。以後お見知りおきの上、強行万端よろしくお頼み申します。私カムロ町のソープで産湯を浸かり、偉人町で暮らしておりましたが、
サラリーマンが板についてきたね。
まあ コツコツやってるよ。俺と結婚してください。 え、契約終了？
これが浜の英雄の裏、いや真の顔なのです。
全部デタラメじゃねえか。
最近な、清流会がきな臭い動きを見せてる。
高部会長の留守を預かっております若頭の海老名と申します。春日さん、会っていただきたい人がいます。
まさか。
久しぶりだな。一言えたぎりじゃねえが一、お前に頼みがある。ハワイに行ってもらう。そこにお前と会いたがってる人がいるんだ。お前の母親だよ。荒川の親父がただ一人愛した女性、茜さんだ。
いたたた。すみません。大丈夫ですか？ちょっといいかい？こういう時は遠慮しねえで、ズボンのベルトを持つといいんだ。相撲の回しみたいに掴んで。
慣れていらっしゃるんですね。
お互い楽しめるといいな。じゃあ
そちらこそボンボヤージュ。
ボンボヤ？
ボンボヤージュ、良い旅をって意味です。
おう、もう着くのか？日本で調べた時はもっと郊外だと思ってたんだけど。
へえ、そっか。そのくらいは調べてきてたのか。降りな。
それで目が覚めたらビーチに寝てた。
俺がどうかしたのか？
それも全裸で。
は？は？どうなってんだこりゃ！嘘みてえな話だってのは自分でも分かってるよ。おら！あばよ！
フリーズ。たく浜の英雄が何やってんだ。荒川真澄が泣いてるぞ。
桐生さん、
久しぶりだな春日。俺は一派の命を受けてある仕事に就いてるんだ。
大道寺一派が茜さんを追ってるってことですか？富澤！くそら！
何やってんだよ。俺はお前の家族でも親友でもねえんだぞ。
俺はとっくにダチだと思ってたぜ。
お久しぶり、春日さん。藤宮千歳と申します。お待たせしました。お世話になりますね。
お前をはめたメイドだったな。
茜さんにメイドがいるなんて聞いてなかったからよ。
こいつはどう思うサンクス。
よろしくな、ちいちゃん。
はい、バラクーダに追われてるの。
ハワイのマフィアだ。
茜さんがバラクーダに狙われてるってことよ。
私がバラクーダを仕切っているドワイトだ。
あれもバラクーダか。中華マフィアですよ。
ようこそ涅槃義士へ。
見えてるか？
マジで007みてえだ。カメラの向こうの春日一番さん、見えてますか？我々は茜さんを探している。どういうこった？ハワイの裏社会がこぞって茜さんを探してる。
サビサビ。
ハワイにもヤクザがいんのか？
ガイドブックには書いてないだろうな。
封筒の画像データが PC に。まだコピー取ってないんです。
エイちゃんに手は出させねえ。助けがいるんだ。大急ぎでな。
パーティー再結成だな。久々に冒険と行こうぜ、勇者さんよ。
朝は山の子分だったのに、今はお前らと一つ屋根の下。人生何が起こるかわからねえな。
人の一生はどこまで行っても一筆書きだ。 だから一瞬一瞬を一生懸命生きられる。頭じゃ分かってたつもりだったが、身に染みたのは俺もつい最近だ。
桐生さん、なんかあったんですか？
ああ、お前らには言っておいた方がいいだろうな。俺はな、ガンなんだ。医者にはなんでこんな状態で外をぶらつけてるのかって。
私は桐生一馬の家族です。
堂島の竜も病気には勝てんか。なんや老けたのう桐生ちゃん。
桐生さん、
お互いいろいろあったみたいやな。
ここで桐生さんにできることはありませんよ。とにかくあんたは少し休まねえと。
静かに余生を過ごすのもいいだろう。だが俺は残された時間を少しでもやるべきことに使いたい。それが古いヤクザを生きちまった俺なりのけじめのつけ方だと思っている。
桐生さん、大変だ。ネットにタタラチャンネルが。
本日のお題はズバリ、死んだはずの超大物ヤクザ、実は生きていたです。というわけで今回はゲストをお呼びして解説していただきます。
つまり桐生一馬の死はでっち上げだった。
大丈夫ですかね、桐生さん。あんたが生きてることをこんな大っぴらになっちゃって。
もうついていたか。さすが早いな。
遅いよ。
何このメンツ。
困った時は頼ってくれよ。それがダチってもんだろ。
海老名と沢城には一言礼を言いに行かねえとな。
ようこそいらっしゃいました。
お前の目的はヤクザへの復讐なのか？
第二次大解散、真の意味での極道の解体です。我々には縁あってハワイにビジネスパートナーがいるんです。それがハワイの宗教団体パレカナです。
ようこそ春日さん。
桐生一馬の首、ヤクザにとってこれ以上の勲章はねえ。準備はできてるな春日。やるしかね
ええ、やってやりましょうや。
Wait, did I just see that correctly? There's a fighting scene with a. There's a fighting scene with the one of the guys fighting the guy in the wheelchair. That's gonna be interesting how they do that. They didn't pick up on that on the first time that we watched it.
お前にはヤクザの未来を頼む。
This is also making me wonder as well, like if at the end of the finale they're not gonna fight together. There's gonna be two separate things.
本作は敵味方を含め新キャラが数多く登場し、彼らに命を吹き込むために世界で最も彼らに合った声優を見つけることに力を入れました。ここで我々のお気に入りのキャラクターの一人、非道なるドワイトがムービーレジェンドであるダニー・トレホさんによって。
Okay, so Danny Trejo was playing. Danny Trejo was the head of the Barracudas. As he counterfeit goods.
世界最大の偽造商品
So this is all cutscene leading up to the fight, I'm
ダニーさん
guessing.
の重厚な演技がストーリー
Okay, so Danny Trejo is going to be in the game, which is nice. See?
大変嬉しく思っております。新しくキャストにご参加いただいたのは彼だけではありません。本日は龍が如く8で新たに登場する謎多き新キャラクター、海老名正隆を演じてくれるスペシャルゲストがいます。
Hey there, this is Daniel Day Kim, and I am super excited to talk
Oh,
about
okay.
a video game.
Okay, so
It's from
I
Sega, and it's
know Daniel Day Kim from Lost. He was in Lost, and he's also in he was in the remake for Hawaii 5-0.
Time to die, Kazuma Kiryu. Time to die, Kazuma Kiryu.
I hope you guys like it.
So he plays the guy that Sawashiro works for, I
優れ
think.
た俳優に龍が如く8にご参加いただき、2人のキャラクターに命を吹き込んでいただけて大変光栄に思います。新たに数多くの個性的なキャラたちと凶暴な敵キャラが登場します。さらに皆様おなじみのメンバーにも会えるでしょう。ここで春日一番のパーティーに一部続投するメンバーと本作から加わる新しい仲間たちを紹介します。
In Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Ichiban.
Alright, so now we get to
some
see
of his old friends
now we get to
on
see
his new quest.
some of the people that
Nanda,
are.
a veteran of the streets who once worked as a nurse. Adachi, a
So they
former
didn't
detective
show
and
some of this
driving
stuff in
instructor
the
in the
game, I
Kanagawa
think.
police. Sunhee, cunning leader of the Gomijul Mafia.
She's still part of the
Player
Gomi.
character.
She's
Junji
playable.
Is the second in command of the Gomijul and Sunhee's right-hand man.
Okay.
Psycho, a former host.
So they're back as playable, isn't it?
Who now runs
Oh.
the show. Zhao, the wisecracking former leader of the Yokohama Lumong Triad. And new to the series, meet party members Tomizawa and Chitose.
Okay, so that was.
Undeniable charm. Ichiban is bound to make even more friends.
It's interesting
in
that they have
Like a Dragon
Kiryu as
Infinite
separate, so that means that I'm.
チームのラインナップに新たに
I wonder when he
素晴ら
comes
しい
in.
仲間と馴染みのメンバーも紹介できることを嬉し
Does
く
that mean that we can't play as
それぞれに
playing as
専用
Kiryu?
の
We
スト
play
ーリーと
as.
固有の能力があります。
It's gonna be interesting to see how they do that. Because I wasn't really paying attention to that as well.
期
But
待できる唯一無二のゲームプレイと体験を
they did show some new stuff there. And here's the gameplay trailer again. Yeah, we might see something different.
Like a dragon is going places. Bask in the tropical sun, take in the ocean breeze, and join Ichiban as he explores paradise on a mission to find his mother. Alone, far from home, without a penny to his name, he must rise from rock bottom. So pack your bags and get ready. You're going to Hawaii. Complete with a dynamic weather system, the sights and sounds of Hawaii have been faithfully recreated in painstaking detail. It's shaping up to be the biggest adventure yet.
See, the battling here.
System where characters duke it out in action-packed
See,
RPG.
so that time we saw. We're not seeing.
You can move your character during their turn and take full advantage of your enemy's position to obliterate them.
See, some of these. I'm looking at their levels. You can see like level 8 for Kiryu and thing, but like these ones here, it's like where Ichiban's not. Ichiban isn't in the party here, so I'm thinking that we just swap between Ichi and Kiryu then.
Crush your enemies with
Again, that's like they're like level 36.
Additionally, by taking tours
It's like,
only
oh.
in Hawaii,
Yeah.
you can change into brand new
Okay, so
jobs.
taking tours gives you jobs. Just the posing and all that stuff. So, see, they're out there both together. Also, you can notice there's an infinite gauge. I just realized this as well. There's an infinite gauge on the characters. So I'm guessing that if that gets filled, we can do like a special ability or something.
Action star. Many more
These new things are really good.
Observe, listen, or just have fun, and find your career of choice. Houndmates, a A summoning service that can turn the tide of battle is back and better than ever. Choose from a legendary lineup of allies and iconic blasts from the past.
That the baby again, yeah. And yeah, we're getting Yuya and thing again, and Sayama. And Date as well. I think it was Robson. I don't know. Robson's the cat.
As you travel throughout the world.
I remember what the name of the lobster is. I know it inflicts poison. I can't remember his name.
Every experience makes Ichiban and his friends grow stronger. Build your party up and wipe out.
Okay, so it's still got the same system with the.
There's no shortage of
Yes, this is straight up Crazy Taxi, except with delivering burgers, pizza, and something, and doing tricks and stuff like this. This looks like it's going to be a really fun game to
insane tricks and
do.
The job in style. You fight it out in
Yeah, the Sujimon battles, where it's like 3-on-3 fighting with stuff.
intense combat.
So these look like they're separate levels to what.
Hone their skills and leave your rivals wailing in defeat. Aim for the top and become the strongest Sujimon manager. Mismatch. Create your profile the way you
And we have to do like button mashing to do matching games. So again, it's just like in they didn't have this in the previous one.
Every nook and cranny of town has a new surprise waiting in store. Karaoke offers an incredible selection of songs to sing.
Yeah, the karaoke looks harder.
What's more, Sega Bass Fishing, Spike Out, and many other classic games return in this title.
Okay, so they're bringing back. I just saw the what's the same thing as well. The what was it called? The
with a world-class locale as the
bike
backdrop.
minigame.
And tons of mesmerizing content. Ryuga Gotoku Studio brings you the ultimate entertainment.
Fighting a giant squid in the like a so cabaret must be back in some way as well.
Like a dragon, infinite wealth.
龍が如く8では素晴らしい RPG ゲームプレイと新機能やメカニクス、強力な極め技、新しいジョブなど
New Kiwami skills, new jobs. So that must be what the infinite symbol is. That must be the Kiwami system, because I did see that there. That's probably either going to get built up by you doing enough damage or by you taking damage, I'm guessing.
The RPG style combat
okay, so now this is
system
different.
Like a Dragon
I didn't show this
even
before.
better in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, with improved gameplay favoring speed and strategy. The perfect balance for first-time players and hardcore veterans to become unstoppable dealers of destruction. Your party now has full freedom of movement.
But you can notice that the enemies aren't taking any damage in some of these things, so I'm guessing that some of this was probably like in-game testing.
Jobs in Infinite Wealth are like classes in traditional RPGs, giving party members their own skills, perks, unique weapons, and outfits. Experiment with different jobs to find what best suits your playstyle, team dynamic, and of course, fashion sense. And what would Infinite Wealth be without outrageous new Kiwami skills?
Oh right, they consider those as the Kiwami ones, the essence moves.
Of Mind's Eye, and many more. Kiwami skills aren't the only way to turn the tide of battle. Summon some backup with a quick call to Pound Mates, a powerful group of allies for hire with a wide range of abilities to aid you in battle. So don't hesitate to phone a friend. It's worth it.
Oh, I just saw that it's two of them.
The Like a Dragon franchise is known for luring players off the
Some of this is
path
different
with
as well.
addictive activities
Different,
and full-fledged
like
experiences.
the quizzes are back again, which
Loaded with
I remember
mini-games
liking
you come to
those.
expect, like karaoke,
Shogi,
mahjong, golf,
yeah, mahjong's back. That's good. Golf is
and
there.
batting cages. Infinite
And batting
Wealth
cages
brings
is fine.
Even more to discover. There's Sicko Snap, a photo mode scavenger.
Is that what they
around
called it?
Honolulu.
They really called
The
it
Mystery
Sicko Snap.
dating app, where you just might meet that special someone. And inspired by the Sega classic Crazy Taxi, Crazy Delivery puts Ichiban in the driver's seat, speeding across Honolulu on his bike at great risk to himself and anyone in his way. Throughout the game, you'll also encounter loads of over-the-top enemies called Sujimon. Once defeated in battle, record them in the Suji decks, recruit them to your team, and duke it out.
Record them in the Suji decks and recruit them to your team. This is they've introduced Pokemon into this game now. Not only it used to just be a collection of the stuff.
In Infinite Wealth.
There was stuff here that they didn't show in the original
Like a Dragon
thing as
Infinite
well.
Wealth will launch on January 26th, 2024, and will be available in 3 editions: Standard, Deluxe,
Okay.
and Ultimate.
I mean, I don't.
You'll get the Heroes Booster and
I'm not
special job
concerned
sets.
about the
Heroes
extra
Booster Pack
boosters
allows
and
you
stuff
to
like that.
increase your party members' level and job rank by 1, while the special job set gives you access to the new Tennis Ace job for female party members.
Okay,
and
so
the linebacker job for
Tennis,
guys.
Ace, and
Pre-order now
linebacker
to unlock them on day 1.
as DLC jobs.
龍が如く8を皆様へお届けできる日が来るのを楽しみにしています。ここで皆
Friends,
様
I don't think a lot of people would want to use the DLC because I think they're very powerful. Okay, so when you finish the game, you get a trial version of Infinite Wealth. So key thing they said when you finish the game.
今後発売される龍が如くスタジオタイトル
Now I'm really hoping that there is a physical version for that when it comes out. Otherwise, I have to wait to play Infinite Wealth by getting the other
情
things.
熱を注ぎ込んだこの2つのタイトル発売した際にはぜひともプレイしていただけたらと思います。本日はご視聴ありがとうございました。またお会いしましょう。
At least we have some things to talk about here that I haven't seen. Before we finish. I'm just hoping that if the physical version of Gaiden is available in Japan, that it gives you the option to switch to English. Because if it gives me the option to switch to English, then it's not as big of a deal. Because with Arena Ultimax, it had English options, but it didn't have English menuing. So if I can get English menus and English things in that physical version, then I'd get that. But so I'd rather avoid getting a digital copy of the game. If it's as simple as just changing things from Japanese to English, then that means that a physical copy does exist, but it's only in Japan. But it should still work because there's no region lock. I think that's it. That's where it ended. Right, so that one there didn't have as oops. Is that it? It is it. That one there didn't have as much on it because it was already something some of the stuff we'd already seen, but I guess we can go through some of the things that we because pretty much my feelings about it's the same for the other game. But in terms of stuff that you didn't see, this one was much more direct. No pun intended. It was much more direct because it was mainly just involving like showing off the trailers, showing off the gameplay, talking about a couple other things. The other one was more about the voice actors and them interacting as well. So makes sense why they did it. But go to this. So this was showing off. I think it showed off stuff that we'd already seen for a bit. We already talked about that. So we saw the opening scene. So I think some of this stuff here was new. So this looks like it's going to be Kiryu, Daigo, Saitama, and Majima fighting. And why did I say he's been shot by someone or stabbed? Showed off the two different styles. I guess all the mini games are all on the ship now. We have access to the Colosseum, which then can allow. It's essentially the Colosseum plus the clan creator system, because you can see on here you've got access to all the different DLC characters. Also Judgment characters there as well. I can see. Interesting. This is this is just going through actual normal Like a Dragon and stuff like this, and then everything else I think was the same. All this stuff was the same, so we don't need to go through it again. But the game's looking amazing. I think that's it. Actually, yeah, it's just something really much else. Like the only thing else they showed was they showed a little bit of an extension of some of the things here. There's 2 DLC jobs now, so you've got Tennis Ace plus Linebacker. But again, this is like if you pre-order the game. There's probably going to be other stuff anyway, but I don't think there was anything else that I really need to comment on. And then the trial version, you get a special trial version that's different to the demo that you would get for things. So what I'm hoping that they do is either 1, release Gaiden as a physical copy, or 2, if the physical copy of the Japanese version that's only released, if the physical copy that's only released in Japan is the only one available, that there's an option on that version to switch everything to be English. So all voices English, all the dialogue in that to be English, the written text to be English. If that's the case, then that means that I can still buy that copy and then use that, because Infinite Wealth is going to get a physical, I'm sure. So I guess we'll see how that goes and thing. But I don't think there's anything else left to really cover, because everything else we already saw. Like, kind of went through with a couple of other things, but we'll see what else they consider. But overall, looking forward to both games. I'm looking forward to Infinite Wealth a lot more than Gaiden, only because there's just so much more new stuff. When they said 3 times the size of the map, that was something that was very interesting to me as well. I guess we'll see how everything goes, and hopefully it all works out in the end, and I can get a physical copy of both. That way we can, because the other thing to consider is by getting a physical copy of both of them, it means that I can stream it much earlier rather than having to wait, because digital I'll be waiting for stuff. See how that goes, and hopefully we can figure it out. So I think that should be the good point to end things, because give me enough time to upload it, hopefully. Because the next thing that we'll be doing is it'll be Hogwarts Legacy. I'm assuming the next time. Then I gotta upload that, and then Tokyo Game Show will probably be on while I'm uploading and sorting out that. So either I'll download the stuff and get preparation for those to be done in tomorrow night, or I can get them all ready the next day, and then just because the only one that's on the next day after this is Square Enix, and it's like I can just have 5 of them for a really long stream to get through all those, and then the Square Enix one's fairly small, if I even need to view it. But I guess we'll see. I haven't looked. I know that there's Sega, Capcom, 505, Bandai Namco, Square Enix, Xbox. I think that's about it. Like Sony and Nintendo already do all their stuff as well. But I guess we'll see how it goes, and but that's essentially going to be a plan for the next stream. Probably Hogwarts Legacy, another part of Hogwarts Legacy, and then the Tokyo Game Show stuff for the next 2 streams it will probably be, and then at that point we're pretty much back onto just normal content, because I don't know when the next thing would be for this, so I guess we'll see how that goes. But with that being said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription, view on this video gets me close to monetization. My content for all, this content become more accessible and easy to find. One of my past Plat reacts, as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plats YouTube channel, including Far Cry 6, Sifu, The Quarry, as a remake, Path Traveler, Lego Star Wars Oracle Saga, Vertigo, Quest Score, Fanfare 7 Union, Cuphead, Stray, Marvel's Avengers, Doctor Survival Javelin Me, Days Gone, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Like a Dragon Edition, 4 Remake, 5, Dragon Strategy Pokemon Scarlet, Resident Evil 6, Path Traveler 2, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Lord of the Rings Golem, AW Fight Forever, and Hogwarts Legacy. I upload everything to my YouTube channel because I have a 7-day limitation on my videos before they're permanently deleted, and I want there to be a separate place for people for my content if they wish to do so, depending on their preference as well. I'm working on a Plat Play Pass cycle for the games I get the Platinum Trophy for, as well as switching things up for games on the Switch, along with more Triangle Strategy speedruns for the future as well. And I'm also working on an Octopath Traveler Galdera speedrun, which is very close to being completed. I'm just going over the guides again to make sure that those are okay, and then I've got to just make the splits and do a trial run, and then we can start doing content for that, which I'll pretty much do the same thing I did with Triangle Strategy, I think, where I'll, whenever I get the chance to be able to think, I'll do a run and just keep going from there until I feel like I can't really progress any further, and we'll see how it goes. So get a notification when I go live if you're watching on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. At 70 followers, I'll be doing a Pokemon Violet Nuzlocke, with a rich affiliate, which means good monetization as well. Get to make a bunch of subscriber emotes and incentives to help support me and the channel going forward in the future. Also get an extra 7 days of upload before my videos are permanently deleted, and you'll also get a notification when I go live if you're watching on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch, when I go live, which I'm on Discord. I will add you to my friend's Discord server. There's 2,000 members, still going strong. And Topics Games is also as well. I'm very active there. Just get a notification when I go live on there as well. Finally, if you wish to know who created my stream overlay that I use for all my future content going forward, you can find a link down below in the description of that as well. So with all that being said, have a good rest of the day, night, wherever you all are, and I will see you later.